Alright guys, want to do a real quick review of Lifesharp service by Benchmade. Awesome job they did on my knife. Picked this knife up used off eBay for like 55, and that was with shipping. Other than that, the knife was in brand new condition. There wasn't anything wrong with it whatsoever. Could use the sharpening, and being that I just got the knife, I figured I'll try to find somebody who maybe knows how to sharpen it. And you have to really watch with that, because if you ever go to Reading Terminal Market in Philly, stay away from an old guy. He looks like he's the puppet master from Pinocchio. Only charges $6. I know it's tempting. Does not know what he's doing with a sharpening stone. Completely changed the angle of the knife. The knife was not sharp at all. I did the paper test and the hair test after I left there just to see, and because all he did was run his finger across the blade. Yeah, so the knife was actually a lot duller than it was when I got it. So took advantage of Benchmade's Lifesharp, which is you just mail your knife into them. I think if you take the knife apart, it actually voids the warranty. I'm not sure. But you mail your knife into them, they'll go over it, lubricate it, replace screws. In this case, they replaced a lot of parts, and they'll sharpen your blade. So what I have here is just, the generic Griptilian, and I am in love with it, to tell you the truth. And just to show you real quick a paper test, I can never do these looking through the viewfinder, but you can see that Chipotle. But yeah, I've had it for a couple weeks, gotten it back, and have used it, so it's still, still razor sharp. But what they did to it was, and they sent it back in a box, silver box. Okay, right here. Now this was a one-day turnaround. You can see right here, all this cost me was $0. Return shipping is free. It seemed kind of slow, but I guess you can't really complain because it's free. They sent it back UPS, and it took almost a week, about a week from when they shipped it out, which seemed kind of long. So that's probably just a deal they have set up with UPS. But what they did to the knife was they replaced the liners, the springs, the axis lock, washers, screws, pocket clip, cleaned, adjusted, oiled, and sharpened as needed. Because I did note on there that the axis lock was actually, if you look at it now, that'll focus, there's a little bit play in it, but before it would actually rotate, completely on an angle. How my fingers are, that's where the axis lock would go. So I just noted that, and I guess they addressed that issue. I did adjust the tension on the knife just so I could open it and just kind of close it. It actually goes down further, but my hand will be just close it like that. Quick tip on that: when you do loosen that, you don't want to have it so loose that there's actual play in it, just in my opinion. So if you can push on the screw and you feel the stud back here move, you just want to maybe tighten it up more. Pocket clip. They did send back, they replaced the regular Benchmade pocket clip, which I'll show you, but if my nose sounds, I feel like my voice sounds really nasally right now, that's because got some sinus issues. But this is the original Benchmade, Griptilian pocket clip, very thick, not great to if you're carrying it daily. But so I got actually I have another one here, they sent two. Benchmade, I think it's a 275, the Adams pocket clip. It just carries, you can see right there, if it's in camera, carries a lot deeper, and I just like it. And, I noticed after a little bit of time sitting on like a, stone or whatever, it kind of scratches. So all I did was scratch the rest of the paint off. Still painted underneath, but I like it. It adds a little bit of an accent to the knife and makes it fancy, stylish. But yeah, so they were awesome. Absolutely love this knife. I will be a Benchmade partner or Benchmade owner for life now. I'm thinking about getting a second one, and I don't know what I'm gonna get. Maybe put that down there. What would you recommend next for my next Benchmade? Which one? I forget the one I was looking at, but anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Benchmade Lifesharp, awesome. And on a side note, if you have to, if there's ever an issue, they're going to send you an email with like your shipping information. Make sure you check that. You especially want to make sure they got the zip code right, because if they didn't, your package is going to be lost in the mail pretty much. And if there is an error with the shipping, or if you want to change the address, if you call them, call their customer service, they can actually, you know, contact UPS and have the knife delivered to your work or wherever you want to have it delivered to, versus the original, you know, address you put down in the form. So keep that in mind too. And the customer service is great. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. Comment down below and click that subscribe button if you want.